flow of the model. A lot of photographers don't realize that when they cut the model in between her poses a lot, like every 2 minutes, they're like, wait, stop, I have to fix this and we have to change this. You end up not getting the best photos, I find, with a lot of models I've worked with, because it's not the model's fault. It's just that she's in a moment, she's in a flow, she's getting the best pose, the best shot, she's feeling it, and then you cut her off to change something, and then she has to start from scratch. It's like a mental buildup that I think works better when you can just be like, change this, let's go. Like, it takes less time.
Right. And also, I just did a workshop where I had to model, and I learned so much from it. And
that was your workshop with Peter Hurley?
Yeah, that was the workshop I did with Peter Hurley. And like, you as the model, you're like, I don't know what this guy's doing. Like, how is he angling at me? Like, is he getting any shots? Like, when he takes a picture and looks down and frowns and then changes a bunch of settings, like, did I screw up? Like, why is my picture not shebang, I guess? And so you're always wondering. And so, like, if you as the photographer can project more confidence, you just get like
a better shot.
Yeah, you get such better activity from the model that you're working with. Like, it's just a much better flow. Like, they're smiling, they're happy, they're moving, and you just capture that energy. Whereas if you're sitting there and you take a picture and you're like, oh, hold on, let me change it, and you spend the first 15 minutes of your shoot trying to get it close, then the model is just like, why did I even come out here, Yeah. And they're just like putting up with you for the rest of the shoot. But like, if you are really killing it and you're in the zone and you're looking at your pictures and they're great, then the model definitely feels it, and you get a totally different vibe to the shoot.
Yeah, I think creating a good vibe at a shoot is more important than a lot of people. He's right, especially when you're new, and it's okay because you have to focus so much, but it's really good to also be aware of your surroundings and know that, keep the model feeling beautiful and feeling confident, because it's not an easy job, and anyone who doesn't do it has no idea how hard it is to put yourself out there that way. And every time a guy's futzing so much, but they don't say anything while they're shooting, the girl starts to feel like something's wrong with her posing, and it does definitely affect her confidence level, which shows in a picture. So whenever you shoot with Jeff, I feel like one of the things I like about it is that even if he does change settings, because you have to, or change lights or anything, once you start, it's a flow that he makes you feel like you can do this, you got this, you're beautiful, you're killing it. Like, and if he really likes a photo, you can see it in his eyes, and he doesn't hide it just to try to be cool or something too sophisticated. He tells you, like, girl, you're killing it. And he's made a lot of model friends of mine smile, and I love that. And just knowing from me working with him, that's been a really nice thing, that I never have to be like if I look like shit, I'm like, Jeff, tell me. And I'm like, I would. But he doesn't, because we always kill it.
I know. And most of the time you don't look like shit. So it's
so it's like easier.
I know, yeah.
So that's always good. But it's nice. It's nice to have a photographer that, notices and shows the reaction on his face. It's really nice.
Yeah, I also like when I'm shooting models, like, I mean, I don't know how many models know about the difference between an octabox and a deep umbrella and a parabolic and all that stuff. But I like to explain it to them a little bit as I'm shooting, and like, this is why I'm setting this modifier right here, and let me tell you what this is gonna do. Because a lot of it, the light plays off of the pose. And so I'm explaining to the model, like, I'm using this light because this is the type of pose that I'm gonna want, and I'm gonna want your arms to be like this, and this is what the picture is gonna look like. So I'll take a few and I'll show, like, hey, look at the back of the camera, and let me just show you like what we're going for. Like, you're killing it right now, or like in the next one, let's move your hands a little bit, or angle a little bit this way and chin this way. But I like them to be involved and know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm not just sitting there trying to get as many pictures as I can, hoping at the end of the day 3 or 4 of them are good enough to post to Instagram. Like, I have been much more deliberate ever since I got my studio, and I've had that time to practice.
And that power and control to like actually be like, this is what we're gonna do, and we have time, and it definitely helps. I love shooting in all locations, outside and indoor, but it's when you have a studio and you have an idea in mind, it's nice that there's, the weather's in control, obviously. You can, you just have more control over the whole thing. And I know you like that, but it's also been really good for you as far as learning from the beginning.
Right.
How to progress as a photographer.